know what is being sanctioned for construction, and they have their own, rustic knowledge about how much would be required to be spent for this. The check and balances. Most importantly, especially because our most respected guest today here, Mr. James Brainard, he is well known to be a green mayor, if my information is right. Environmental protection is it would be successful and practical when people get involved in that. People should know that this environment needs to be protected for us and for the future. If some expert sits somewhere, now Paris summit is going to take place from 30th of this month to 11th of December. I don't know. I agree with Pope Francis who predicted that nothing much would happen there, because mostly now the world is run by multinational corporations. It's not my word. It is Pope Francis's word. Therefore, some pious words would come, some symbolic action would come, nothing more than that would come. Therefore, here is a mayor, though, sorry for saying so, though Mr. Brainard belongs to Republican Party, mayor is deeply involved in environmental protection activities. Political differences is not keeping, that is one very positive thing happening there. President of USA, Barack Obama, and many Republicans, they hold their hands together in order to defend and protect environment. I am sorry, America did not sign Kyoto Protocol. That apart, there are local level involvement coming. Here, when I congratulate a Republican mayor, naturally press people are here. Tomorrow when this is reported, when this will be reported, that a Marxist is congratulating a Republican. So I have to set the record straight, stating that the well-known reservation and opposition I have with regard to the foreign policy of the federal government, though that is a democratic government. And there is not much difference in the foreign policy of the United States of America. There is a Republican government or democratic government. Whatever is good that is being practiced in the United States of America, we stand to gain, and there is nothing wrong in extending our solidarity. Here, I am in the good company of a very eminent German whose name is Karl Marx. I do not know, Mayor knows this fact. When Abraham Lincoln became the president, he got re-elected as the president of the United States of America, there was a congratulatory message going from Karl Marx on behalf of the International Working Men's Association. And Abraham Lincoln's office replied also, to the best of my knowledge. And there is a book about the Abraham Lincoln-Karl Marx relationship. That's one of the latest books I happened to find. Though I could not read it, I know about that particular book. So protection of environment would be practical and possible if people at different levels are involved. That's my most important point. Then sanitation, that is also an area in which Mayor Brainard is very much active in. Now I am coming from a meeting of the representatives of local bodies newly elected in my constituency. We have a project called Harida Kundara, Green Kundara. All 7 panchayat presidents and representatives involved in that. We introduced clothes bags against plastic bags. We asked households, neighborhoods to come together and take the responsibility of that particular road leading to their residential area. And it's the duty of the neighborhoods to keep that particular road clean and tidy, and even they are being motivated to plant fruit trees We discuss what would happen when there are fruits. Anybody who gets it, they can eat it. It's better than no fruit tree there and nobody benefiting out of that. Let us not think about who will auction it for sales and things like that. Let somebody benefit out of that. So in short, people's plan had its great advantages and gains. Today, or rather yesterday, the great economist Amartya Sen addressed a session in London School of Economics. This morning only I could get this through the internet. In his speech he made, in fact this was an interactive session like what we are having here today. Amartya Sen spoke about Kerala in that speech. And he stressed the achievement that the state of Kerala gained in education and healthcare. Then he said that India as a whole is not following this path. If we develop a society without proper education, there I would say that though Kerala can be proud of its achievements in the field of education in comparison to other states, if we reflect independently and objectively, we would found wanting so far as the quality of Kerala education is concerned. There is a lot more needs to be done, no doubt about that. But still, in comparison to other states, we are better off. Healthcare system also. Amartya Sen says, a society without proper education, a society without proper healthcare, whatever so-called economic growth and development you claim about, it is meaningless. Then some interesting and inspiring information he says. In the latest round of national sample survey, if you put the urban and rural together, Kerala has now the highest per capita income in the whole of India. It's a news for me. News for Malayalam Manorama also. It's definitely not a gain of Ummanchandi government. It is something which is a result of sustained, continuous efforts made by various sections of society. It's a formulation made by Amartya Sen. Now, finally, there are inadequacies also so far as people's plan is concerned. The most important weakness when you analyze what has happened with people's plan is the deficiency in productive segment, in the field of agriculture, in the field of manufacturing, industrial production, in the field of value addition to our products. This is the most important deficiency that we are faced with. Then though I said that there is transparency and we are able to attack the menace of corruption with the participation of people, there are formulations that with decentralization of power, corruption also is decentralized. That observation is there. I don't fully reconcile with that kind of observation, but there is substantial substance in that criticism. That's a fact. Therefore, a lot more needs to be done to make this people's plan more successful. Rather than top-down approach, it is always better that with people's participation, we are able to plan and implement it. I should also mention that there are areas where centralized planning is required. There is no doubt about that. Except for those areas, most of the social welfare projects, taking care of aged, physically and mentally retarded, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other marginalized sections of society, people's plan would be a very effective and scientific tool with which we would be able to address these issues. I am extremely thankful to Kerala Kaumudi for having given me this opportunity. I am extremely sorry that after having made some of these formulations before you, within another 5 minutes or so, I would be compelled to leave. That is due to unavoidable circumstances. Thank you very much. All the best.